Hey everybody, here we are starting on the next project for the day. Getting ready to tear this big old son of a gun down. Got to move these vans out. The old yellow one hasn't ran in a long time. It's got some missing pieces thanks to a certain somebody. But anyways, just charged up a battery on the old blue 72. Gonna put the gas can in there to fire up. Let's see how it does. Been about a year and a half, maybe 2 years since it ran. Put you up here on the stand. Get ready to watch the show. See how this thing does. It's a Chevy, it should be good. Oh, got it to run. Looks like the brakes are stuck. Put you guys back on in a minute. Alright, got her broke free. See how it does. Hope it doesn't tear this tarp down with it. Man, oh man, that was a chore. This thing, I haven't really touched it. I got it running, washed it, threw some wax on the hood. Man, it needs some carb work. Well, it needs a lot more than just carb work, but had to sit there and halfway hold the choke open. Have to have a gas can in it to keep it running. Old Quadra-Junk carburetor. They're actually pretty good if you get them dialed in. And somebody went and stole the radio before I got it, completely broke the dash, bastards. So the ignition switch is just sitting there. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Keep this thing running, but got her moved. Pretty good shape, all original paint. Got a nice ding in the bottom of the door, but how often you find these things original paint? And very, very little rust. It's a big son of a gun. So this thing is going to get I'm going to pull that fiberglass roof off and I'll put a regular steel roof on it. So that'll be a nice chore, but make it into a proper street van. These rims used to be on the yellow van down there. I'm gonna have to hook the tractor up, tow that out. Man, that about gave me a headache small, that exhaust. But got her tucked in, so I'll start moving out the yellow van. Alright, catch you guys later. Alright, time to yank out the old 74. Gotta go slow with this. Well, we didn't tear the tarp down with it, so that's good. This old van, man, it used to be a street beast back in the day, man. Hit 120 miles an hour, no problem. The old man and I put a small block together. Just a 350, a little bit worked overheads. Not too big of a cam. But the guy who was storing it for me decided to start stealing parts. He tried stealing the steering column out of it, took the doors, sold them, marker lights, front bumper, radiator. But unfortunately, this thing's got a lot of rust. And I grew up with this van. My old man bought this before I was born. And unfortunately, the body work was done out in the weather, wintertime. Look at that vintage, man. Shucks Auto Supply, where you find one of them. So yeah, last time it was licensed, 2015. I used to drive this thing like a son of a gun. Gross. Rust. Nasty. Ugh. So there's still some savable parts off it, but the damage has already been done. Look at the rust up inside, up above those quarter windows. I'm sure some mice have made nests up in the original wooden headliner. But luckily the motor wasn't taken. So this motor that's in this van was actually meant for, we got it, my dad and I got it from my uncle who had the 57, and he was going to be putting the motor in his 57, but the motor blew up in this van. My old man needed a motor, so he ended up giving it to my pops. Real nice of him. So now that I got the 57, motor's coming out of this and going in that at some point in time when I get one of my 5 million projects done. So when I got it back, I really wanted to rebuild it. You know, you got sentimental value and a lot of memories, you know, in these old vehicles. Uncle Bon, on his last video, he was asking what a car guy is. You know, you grow up, in my opinion, you know, you grow up looking at cars, dreaming about cars, driving them, doing burnouts, racing, car shows, whatever you want to do. And it's just you can call it a sickness, you can call it a passion, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you know, this old van got me started. I remember going with him, racing down I-5, doing burnouts, just having a blast. So this is what got me into it. So I wanted to really save it, but I originally bought that van as a parts van because it was like $1,100 or something, and it's the right year. This one's a 74, so 77 they started putting a body line going down the body. I'll show you on the other door over here. See that body line right here in the door? So this is an incorrect door for this year van. So I was thinking, okay, well that thing's pretty much rust free. I could take the quarters, but the more I was looking at that van and seeing how nice a shape it was, to cut something up that nice and original to fix this, I'd have hundreds if not thousands of hours of cutting, welding, grinding, not to mention paint work. So yeah, it has a lot of sentimental value, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, how much money do you put into something? It is just a van. It has been driven hard, a lot of miles on it. It's got rust. The roof, look at that up above. The roof seam's down in this gutter, and it's just in very bad shape. But that's what happens when you do body work outside. So I'm gonna get this thing parked next to here. I'll put you guys back up on the stand. Thanks for listening along to the old story of the van. I'll put some pictures in of what this thing was like in its prime when I was driving it. It was a machine, I'll tell you that. Anyhow, I'll put you on the stand right now. Get this sucker parked and start tearing down this thing. Alright, there they are parked. Close enough. Ended up whacking the grill a little bit with the bucket. Shit happens when you're by yourself, but we got some peeling chrome, so not like this grill doesn't need work anyways. But there she is. There's that one parked. So now it's time to start tearing this one down. I'll probably end up just tearing this down. I don't think I'm going to film it. I'll show you guys what I did in here though. This actually turned out pretty well. It's lasted for quite a long time. So this was an old Costco carport, and what I did was I went to an exhaust shop and I had some 4-foot piece of pipe cut, and then they flared it for me so it'd fit over the edge or over the outside diameter of that pipe. So then that stock pipe slid down into it. This thing's a big son of a gun. And then to hold it down, I have screw-in ground anchors with ratchet straps holding it down. It's sustained 30-mile-an-hour wind, upwards of 50-mile-an-hour gusts here, so it is a big unit. And another thing I did was I put this mesh tarp from Harbor Freight. I believe it's a 10 by 20, I'm wanting to say. And I put that down first to try to support the roof from caving in, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, going up here with the, I couldn't get in here with both the vans to knock it up with the broom. So I had to come out here with a push broom and a extendable handle for a paint roller to get all the way up to the top. So what a pain in the ass. I'm so glad I'm not going to have to do that very often, or anymore, excuse me. I got to clean up some junk back here. Got a riding lawnmower I need to get rid of. Extra frame for the 57, cab for my dad's pickup, and then a couple lawnmowers are going to the scrapyard. So yeah, got some cleaning to do. I got a tarp to put over Noah's bug. It's sitting on the car trailer. So I ended up putting my gantry crane. Let me just unzip this thing so we're not messing around trying to peek through. So I got Noah's bug and pan sitting on the car trailer. I just bungeed the doors on. Got a few spare parts. It's a 65. So this car I got for free back in 2018, I'm wanting to say. It was a complete car. Got the motor running. Took the motor out for my bug, gave this to my friend. And he had different plans going with life, so he did some work to it and said, hey, you want this thing back? And I said, you know what? Noah's gonna need a bug anyways, why not? So I brought her home. But yeah, it's been, I just took the Volksrad out and took the, his bug was sitting on that wooden dolly that's on the back of the car. The body was sitting on that. And it was underneath this for the winter. But, yeah, getting prepped, so probably next weekend I'll pull this out, put a tarp over it so it doesn't get full of water. And then pull this carport down. This is one of the ones from Costco. It's actually really nice. I like it. This side opens up right here in the middle, and it will actually come up. Then you got another door there. Front and back open up. It's got these little windows you can open up. Just like that. And then that one back there, that was pieces of one of these Costco carports that a tree fell on, so I was able to make one big enough to put my dad's cab on. But yeah, I'm gonna tear this sucker down today, fold the 40 by 40 tarp up. Starting to get some winds coming, so I need to hurry up before this shit blows away. But anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for subbing everybody. I know it's a little different video than I usually do on the old vans and moving them out, but figure, you know what, got some time, might as well put a video up for you guys. Anyhow, for watching, thanks for subbing. We'll catch you guys on the flip side.